What is Section 80 of the Code of Civil Procedure, CPC, 1908?
Section 80 of the Code of Civil Procedure, CPC, is a provision that mandates sending a legal notice to the government or a public officer before initiating any legal action against them for compensation for harm caused by acts done in their official capacity. It is a legal requirement that must be fulfilled before initiating a lawsuit against the government or a public officer in India. Here's an elaborate explanation.
Purpose of Section 80. Notice. The primary purpose of issuing a notice under Section 80, CPC, is to inform the government or a public officer of the intention to initiate legal proceedings against them. It provides the government or the concerned officer an opportunity to review the matter and address it without the need for litigation.
Key provisions. Mandatory notice. The plaintiff is required to deliver a notice at least 2 months prior to filing a suit in court. This notice period is mandatory and not merely suggestive. Contents of the notice. The notice should clearly state the cause of action, the relief sought, the name, description, and place of residence of the plaintiff, and the details of the case. Opportunity for resolution. The 2-month period is intended to give the government or public officer time to consider the claim and possibly settle it amicably, avoiding court proceedings. Legal implications. Non-compliance. If a suit is filed without serving the required notice or before the expiration of the 2-month period, the suit is liable to be dismissed. Exceptions. There are certain exceptions where the notice under Section 80 is not required, such as when urgent and immediate relief is sought. Significance. Protection of public interest. The notice serves to protect the interests of the public by potentially avoiding costly and time-consuming litigation. Fair chance. It gives the government or public officer a fair chance to rectify the issue or settle the claim without going to court. In essence, the notice under Section 80 CPC is a procedural step that acts as a safeguard against unnecessary litigation and encourages the resolution of disputes outside the courtroom. It reflects the principle of fairness and due process in legal proceedings involving the government or public officers.